Good evening. I welcome all the participants on this platform for today. I was at an airport where I saw a signage which read, in case of fire, do not panic. It sounds funny, but I think it's a very big quality to have a positive mindset in a difficult condition. And we have, luckily today, a very eminent speaker on this subject, Mr. Leon Chung. Mr. Leon Chung is an experienced orientation leader with demonstrated history of working in education management industry. Leon is an entrepreneur, public speaking consultant, health advisor, and works on guided entrepreneurship. With a strong education background in human resources, Leon holds an MBA and PhD. He has been frequently seen as a public speaker in HR domain, with topics ranging from human psychology, human behavior, interpersonal skills, and mindset. As an expert in his domain, Leon has partnered with a public speaking platform called Chatterbox. In the regular time, Leon loves reading, conducting counseling for people, and manages his family restaurant in Lucknow. So as diverse as that, you can keep a positive attitude. So over to you, Leon. Please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Hello, as I've been introduced, I'm Dr. Leon Chung, and today we are going to talk about positivity. It was already there, but the problem was that we never understood it or we were never taught. Most of the times, uh, you know, how many people are comfortable with English or Hindi? Can I get a raise of hand? How many are comfortable with English or not comfortable with English? Can you all please raise your hands? Because I think that's the first thing you should know your audience. So I think everyone is comfortable with English. So yes, the topic is positivity, and then let's see the contents. What you should have, that is your introduction, background, benefits, solutions, and what is the need of the hour also. So then when we'll come to introduction, like we know anything which is positive, which gives you good vibes, is called as positivity. Then it's very difficult as it sounds, but when we are growing up, just know anything which was told to you negative, would you do it? Suppose some teacher tells you, do not touch the wall. What do you do? All the students go and touch the wall. The reason is that there's always a question mark in the brain when you tell somebody do not do it, or whenever you tell your children you are stupid, you are foolish. Never tell them that, because they're all children and they are the building block of the society also. So you should see, then also here it says positivity is the superpower, also called as beliefs. What you believe ultimately becomes your power. At one point of time, people thought knowledge is the power, but what do you do of the knowledge? The economy is crashing, the market is crashing, people are losing jobs. Do you call that power? But the positivity to believe that yes, I can get out of this, that is your actual power. So if you see that a lot of people have actually made multi-million billions during this lockdown. Right examples are Warren Buffett and Amazon, Jeff Bezos. They all have made a lot of money, and their news also keeps coming out. Then what is our background of our mindset related to this positivity? One is your family, your society, where you're born into. It's very important, because if we see how the society has evolved, it's evolving very differently. Because mostly in the society, the technology has been using us rather than us using the technology. Then most of the times also we feel that why we cannot do it, or it's basically relating to our family that has brought us up. Most of our family is from self-employed or from employed background, right? What do they say? Go study hard, then what? Then after 11, 12, go again study, then we think of the branches we want. And then if you note in the branches also, we see that there are so many students applying for so very few seats. So this is what has been actually been happening, and that is where we also tend to lose our positiveness. But At the same time, there are many people who have done this on the other way also, like Walt Disney, Einstein, and uh, Jeff Bezos also, you can say, Steve Jobs. Most of them have been always told that you are a loser in their life. But they saw that what the crowd is doing something different, then they have to do. So you have to create your own path. For that, again, you have to be positive and determined what you want. And so our society is a very big influencer. Then the religion we generally follow, our religious places are also our very big influencer to how our brain should work. And they are not wrong or right. It is just that where we have been brought up. Then as we grow up, you have to again understand that you have to change yourself. Then also our school, our education, where we all have our friends. You know, when we grow up, we have certain set of friends that we are with mix and match. But then don't you think that at some time they feel obsolete or you want to actually break away from them? The reason is that somewhere our mindset starts to change. Everywhere our friends change up, and I don't know, your video is not showing up. Yes, can you see my video?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay, because I'm getting
Yes,
a
sir.
notification that I get it. Yes. So then you see that your background is very important. That is your base. You cannot change it, but that is your base. But then, what are the benefits of having a positive mindset? It is always you will always focus on your good things. It's very important to have a right mindset when you do your work. So you see, your mindset determines your attitude, behavior. So it starts with your attitude towards something. Somebody shouts at you, "Hey, go and pick up that trash." What do you get it in your mind? Or you are going on the road and then somebody just hits you. How do you react to it? So that's your attitude that shows initially. And when you're positive or negative, that is how your behavior will reflect. You get angry or you are calm or you think of something else. Then that's how you take the action. Your action determines everything, and then it results in something. We all know what happens when an accident takes place. So, and then there's a performance to it. And if you take this to your job or to your business or to your dreams or to your studies, it's the same thing again. Most of the times when you notice, when the backbenchers or who have always been kept failing, what the teacher tells them, you can't do it. So their attitude is, okay, I can't do it. Then the behavior is, okay, I'll sit at the back, who cares? And then the same action comes up. They're disturbing the class, they are not very concentrating on the subject or whatever the teacher is saying, or making fun of something else. And then it results in them again failing, and then it sets down the performance. So you can see that this happens everywhere in every field. But then when you are moving up, many people tend to change their attitude. That will go on later how it works. Then focus on the good. Yes, when you are doing well and you are positive, no matter what the situation is, you'll always focus on the good things that happen. Everything, the whenever we fail, that is not the end result. The failure has got two aspects of it. One is we quit from it. That's the most easiest thing. Second is we learn from it, and then we say, okay, let's see what can happen again. Let's give it a shot again. Why not? Why not us? And if not now, then when? So you have to keep working for it. And it's very difficult again, because it's the toughest thing to be positive every time. And most of the times there's so much responsibility, and we get so cooped up in our daily mundane life that we actually forget how to be positive. There's nowadays the corporate and any job space is very difficult. The work life has become very difficult. The working environment is now very tough. People demand so much from you. So it's very tough actually to believe that yes, there's positivity in it. But then, if not, then what is the solution? Most of the times we don't even have a solution. We don't even know, or we are never taught also. Just like I told our society, But then when you grow up and then it's what are the main thing is that avoid all the bad news. Yes, headlines you must read, but avoid all the bad news, avoid all your TV, avoid all the daily soaps, because it's just like your house that is just lying vacant, or even where you are living. If you notice the dust just comes in by itself, or you get it in. If you see that it settles in by itself. So negativity also you cannot help it. It just settles in your subconscious mind. So, but when you read all the negative stuff and all the news channel, all the social media, everything that is happening regarding religion or whatever to get the TRP up, what it does is that you are getting in more dust into your life again. So it's very difficult. But then you can avoid it. Best part is just to avoid it. Then never use such kind of words: can't, no, impossible, I cannot do it, or I'm very stressful. Don't use such kind of words, even for your children also. It's very important when you're growing up, but then we don't use it on our children. So what is the point? So never use such kind of words even to children. Then you're settling in the dust into their brains. So, but when dust settles in our house, then what do? We take a cleaning. We do cleaning, right? Uh, so how do you clean yourself is that firstly you start surrounding yourself with positivity. No negative. Just say no negative. Even if you have to take out the TV, just take out the TV. Then anybody in the house saying negative, just stop them. Even among your friends, colleagues, anything, just stop. Anywhere you are having a gossip group, you have a lot of tea groups, cigarette groups that keep working on, just say stop. Don't involve yourself in that negativity, because it's then you're just trying to get not clean your dust. So you can see in the photo also. Just then exercise. Yes, have a very good exercise routine, at least half an hour to 45 minutes. In a brisk walk is also called as exercising. Then exercising also doesn't mean you do it early in the morning. It has never been said that you should always do it early in the morning. Yes, you get good oxygen early in the morning, but then it has never been said that you can not exercise early in the morning. So just have good exercise. Then most of the times you're talking on phone, you walk or you can do sit-ups. Many people say we are so busy in our schedule that we cannot do exercise. But just get up from your chair 15, 20 times and just sit up. You'll find that you are actually having a good exercise. That while talking on phone also, we are mostly sitting or lying down. Just have a walk. 15, 20 minutes is a good walk also. Then have a good ample sleep. Eight, eight, 6 to 8 hours. But on an average, you should get a 8 hours good sleep. And the best part to get a very good sleep is read some books rather than watching movie or closing it on your technology. Read some books, because whenever we are sleeping, our subconscious mind has to sleep. Then only we sleep properly. Most of the times you will realize that when you are sleeping and then you get up, you're very tired. Just think what you did the last night. Did you close your sleep on a TV or playing on a mobile phone or watching a movie? That's because your subconscious mind is still working. So you have to read some books, and that's how your subconscious mind gets you sleepy. Because most of the times, even our children also, when they are studying, they sleep very fast than watching TV. The reason is that the books actually help you doze off easier. Then other than your commerce, science, math, engineering books, I know they are very boring and they haven't got many people that far also. Same with me. So you should read such kind of books. Like there are some very good self-help books. Personality Plus is very important. Then Magic of Thinking Big is a very good book. You can Google all of these. Nowadays, you have a lot of spaces where you don't need to even read the books, and some are written here also. So all of these books, they help you understand what your life is and what you can get. Most of us in our 5 year plan, whenever we go for interview, we ask what is your 5 year plan. Generally we are talking what the company wants or what our job demands. Like I want to be a CEO in 5 years. I see your company is so great that I want to stay here. All that is just not your true self. But have you ever thought of financial freedom? Warren Buffett says that financial freedom is not by age but by your time and money that you have. So have you ever thought that? Bill Gates says that if you are not doing something what your time according to your time, then you are just working for someone else. See, now he's really into philanthropy and all that stuff. But can we afford that? So when you have the time and money balance, then we understand that how we are going to work out in our life. That should be your exact 5-year plan. That is what these books tell. We are not saying that job is bad or good, but to keep doing job, then it is you have to think over it. So that's how I went over it also, because I was also working for 4 to 5 years teaching management students. Then slowly you start to realize, is it worth what I am doing, or maybe I'm worth more? So then I went into this public speaking domain after reading these books, that yes, if I can impact people who really need impact in their life, that is what would matter to me also. So looking for significance of life also in future. Then as well as suddenly when you read a lot or you start associating with good people, you want to feel that yes, I could be an international speaker. People should know me. So that's how I got into this domain. And then I quit my job in 2017. Uh, Many people say it's about money, but then yes, you have to compare your time to your worth. Maybe you are better somewhere else, right? A good job, it's a very comfort zone life, which I didn't want. So I was always a looker, and that's how we got into this. And luckily, I was invited. Then you again have to think what is the need of the hour. A lot of job situations, I keep following some articles which says that 60% of the workforce is now redundant. But if you think also yourself, and if you all are already in this scenario, think it was actually already redundant. This was just a catalyst that got you to this bombing thing. The education what we study, I think most of our MBA management books are all theoretical. They don't practically work. The basic is there, but then when you go into the job field, I've had many students who are studying finance are now into marketing. Most of my friends who studied marketing are now into operations. Why? Because the company understood how a person should work or what is their positive side, which most of us don't realize. But if we realize our potential, it's just about opening. We drive our own bus. Our subconscious mind is we are the driver, not somebody else. So once you unlock that power of belief or that positiveness inside you, you see that there's no barrier that can break you up. Just keep having a lot of ideas, like Oyo Rooms. He's just 23 or 24 years old, and then he started this Oyo concept when he was in his 20s. So he just got the idea, and he had the belief, yes, it could work, and it did work. Flipkart, Amazon, uh, and a lot of many examples you can get nowadays. So you see that this is the world of the 21st century, but we all it's stuck still in the 19th and the 20th century. And be more creative. Nowadays, you don't see much creativeness also left in the schools, in your colleges, and everything is just study. You have a 8 hour school, and then after that you are going again on tuitions, but then there's no creativity left in the children. So how do you expect the children to also grow? Then yes, keep having dreams is very important. Most of us have even forgot what dreams are. Again, when you're growing young, we all used to dream we'll be a pilot, we'll be an astronaut, or whatever we all have, footballer. But then when you reach your class 10th, 11th, 12th, what happens? Then when you get married, you get a job, what happens again? Do we have a dream, or are we just following a monotonous life? One more way to enhance is, don't do something what you are doing yesterday, or it will give you the same results what you were getting yesterday. So suppose you ask somebody what do you want, he says I want to spend time with my family. But then you ask his routine, he says, I'm working 10 to 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Have you thought of doing something else? He says, no, I don't want to do. Then how do you have time with your family then? Or you want to go on a vacation? Nowadays it's a lockdown, but vacation is what everybody wants, right? With this, especially with their family. So think about it. What you can then, yes, success. There's no definition of a proper success, but what's the crux of success is that basically you should have freedom of time, money, and health. That is called as success. It's not about you are having too much money might give you success, but then yes, freedom does give you success. And how do you get freedom? By getting the amount of money that you desire without you giving that time. So there are a lot of investment opportunities, businesses that have done that also. So you should define your own success. And then yes, a lot of money is very important over there. And one more thing, what I would like to say is that start with meditation and yoga and all that also. It does help because the every channel of your body is all determined by your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is more stronger than your conscious mind. If you look even in your real life, when you when you want to have a haircut, you just go for a haircut. When you are uh, cutting your nails, tying your shoelace, initially it feels a pain, but then after it just becomes a routine. Same as with positivity. But there's a caution also over here. Most of the times when we feel we are too positive, we go again back to the comfort zone. So you must get out of that comfort zone. Just make yourself always uneasy. Just like Steve Jobs said, stay hungry, and stay foolish. We must keep doing that also in our real life. Connect the dots. Connect what you did yesterday. You can only connect it in the past. You can't forecast the future. Nobody forecasted COVID situation. But what you are doing now, and if you keep building it, you might never know when you might need it tomorrow or what might happen tomorrow. So I like to end by saying if you do simple things, compounding over the days, it will provide you exploratory, exponential results. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Leon. Thank you very much for a very precise and explanatory deliberation. I would want to add one thing that I think my take is that a negative attitude and a positive attitude are different in knowing that there is a solution or there is no solution. A positive attitude gives you the strength to believe that there is a solution always for every situation. I will open the floor for questions. If anybody has any questions, please you can ask questions.
Hey, Leon, I have a question for you. Yeah, Leon, in this COVID times, there are so much of uncertainty, and the mind is really not cool in terms of pre-thinking, or there is so much of preconceived notion going in the head. What is going to happen in the future? So you spoke about meditation, but then meditation is something there are people like me who are not very comfortable with meditation. So how can one keep one cool and think very constructive?
So you mean to say that meditation is not constructive?
No. There are people who don't want to do meditation because they do not know the complete process or the correct process to do it.
Okay. That's why I said it is one of the modes, and you do have good healers and meditation that help you. And yes, I'm not saying that meditation is the only thing that will help you in being positive. Like I said, first start reading the books, because meditation takes a lot of patience also. Right, you would feel that after meditating for even 2 minutes you feel uneasy, because meditation takes you into that deep soul to connect with the world, that you start feeling that positive vibes as your negative vibes. So yes, it's not easy work, but to get in touch, there are a lot of good healers where there are a lot of positive feedback also, and because of the online sessions, you get good sessions. So it's try not to do it yourself. It's not easy, and get in touch with good healers first. But before that, you should start reading books, and because meditation is not for everyone, especially who are very negative in thoughts.
Mhm.
Yes. Does that answer your question?
नो आई एक्चुअली मेरा जो सवाल है वो ये है कि मुझे थोड़ी सी एंजाइटी रहती है कि व्हाट्स गोइंग टू हैपन इन व्हाट्स गोइंग टू हैपन इन टुमारोज फ्यूचर यू नो इन दिस स्पेशली इन दिस कोविड टाइम सो उस एंजाइटी को खत्म करने के लिए वो क्या तरीके हैं या क्या करना चाहिए दैट्स माय क्वेश्चन यू नो जैसे आज से फॉर एग्जांपल नॉट जस्ट माई सेल्फ देर आर स्टूडेंट्स बहुत सारे बच्चे हैं जो स्कूल जाते हैं पढ़ाई करते हैं और उनकी इस साल की यू नो एग्जाम्स होने हैं बट एग्जामिनेशन होंगे कि नहीं होंगे क्लासेस होंगे कि नहीं होंगे यू नो सो हाउ there are so many questions which comes to your mind but that those may be you know reason for big worrisome but actually वैसा कुछ नहीं होना है that could also be a possibility right
yes true I agree with you and first thing is what you should do is never put the pressure of studies on your children never it's all children are not the same like when I was growing up I was a swimmer I was not a very good student I used to fail but when you start putting pressure on the students for especially for exam or for you know I'll come to the job part but when you're putting a lot of pressure to students for studies that's when you know they get too compressed in it let them do what they want give them some creative things if they're good in art let them go for art uh, avoid the mobile and movies but give them something what they want to do they love playing with clay let them play with clay right let them be more creative like that you'll notice that they are actually having a good all-round development not only on studies then I don't think that I don't know I should means as a student you shouldn't feel that if you are not having exams or just you are not going to school should pressurize you it's the parents who actually pressurize them more so you should let them not pressurize then regarding the job like I said before also that if you look at a basic education of our basic education you have to be now more creative MBA BTech everything is now going to be redundant and it's because a lot of artificial intelligence is also taking over then I would rather say enhance your skills online nowadays everything is now going online so go for you know some things which will give you creativity like if you have more interest into video editing go for video editing go for you know even uploading your talks on YouTube be more open to the society that would accept you rather than being in the physical space because the online space has grown huge and tremendous and many people demand your expertise online so if you have expertise in say maths start uploading your YouTube videos on YouTube Facebook Instagram live go for the maths because many students want fun maths right and everything is now all fun go for fun and more of the fun aspect jobs will open after some time so you have to look on your domain it's a very tough domain also now but then if you look at the point where people are getting more excited and doing a lot of good things and keep searching what all can help in fact nowadays I know many people who have gone into the share market space also because they have learned a lot many people have read Warren Buffett book and they are practicing what Warren Buffett did my friend did it and he's doing well in the share market also now it's not the end I'm not saying share market is a very good thing but you have to play it very simple when you go because my friend what he did was when the share market space was falling down he took a chance and now he's doing well
how student can make their goal for the future can speaker can tell something about that
again same thing let the students decide or the children decide what they actually want to do right आप उनसे पूछे कि उनको क्या करना है इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. हम लोग कभी पूछते ही नहीं है. इनफैक्ट थ्री इडियट्स में भी ये है कि मेरा बेटा इंजीनियर बनेगा तो इंजीनियर ही बन के ही हम लोग पेरेंट्स बन के जब तक वो नहीं बनेगा उसको छोड़ते नहीं है. डॉक्टर बनोगे, वी कीप दोज नोशंस कि जैसे लाइक माय फादर सेड, तुम तो मेरा रेस्टोरेंट संभालोगे तो रेस्टोरेंट ही संभालना है, उसके अलावा और कुछ मत करना. नेवर रिस्ट्रिक्ट योर चिल्ड्रन. I might have fought, but I don't think most of the children fight even for it. A recent study which said that many students were suiciding. The reason was the pressure from their parents or from the society. So you again have to think why it happens. We never think about it, but when it happens, then we cry over it. So again, let them decide what they want, and I don't think that 11, 12 students basically need a goal also. Yes, they should be happy in what they do if they really want to pursue. Nowadays, so many streams have opened up for the children. I still hear many parents say that arts mat liya karo. Arts mein koi scope nahi hai. Who said? Arts has got scope. You know, you are very good in geography. Maybe you can get a even good government role also. Historians have got a very good role in the National Geographic and all these places. So let them decide. Don't only focus on science or commerce, because it's a rat race now. A lot of people are just doing science and commerce, and that's the reason for not having job. The person is the main reason for not having your right job is because most of the automation has taken place, the science has taken over, and soon I think driverless cars will be coming up. So you might not see people driving also. So in this field, who's going to lose up? Obviously, the car manufacturers are going to lose up. The drivers are going to lose up. Plus, the insurance sector is going to lose up because there'll be, I think the crash ratio is 99.7% or something like that. They're still testing on it. But once they come up with a crash-proof cars, then the insurance companies also go. So you got to think again where you want to send your child. Do you want the child to be helping the automation company, or do you want to get your child to the commerce where they'll help the insurance industry? So this will also come up. Yes.
Thank you.
Sukesh, you got your answer, Sukesh.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you, Leon.
Leon, I want to ask a question, Vikas here.
Yes.
Leon, so I perceive that the negative or the negativity that I have seen personally coming to me is from four sources. It's either financial or it's health or family, friends can be the third category, and society can be the fourth category. Now, do you recommend out of your experience that any of these categories or all of these categories can be, any negativity arising from them can be actually be worked upon by indulging into certain habits or behavior that we can inculcate as a person, which could be something which can take care of any kind of a negativity that comes our way from any of these sources, and then makes us an individual and human being which is far more immune to such systems when they come to us, and we are far more enlightened to embrace it far more better.
Yes. So firstly, if you go with the family and your friends, neighbors, you can always avoid them. It's very tough initially, but once you again how you safeguard yourself is, first is you read some book. Go for Magic of Thinking Big first. That's the book which most of them have read and actually gone and used it for their positivity in their life. Then you should read Personality Plus also. It tells about your personality. There are four types of personality. One is two are related to your outgoing. One is related to your leadership. Second is related to fun-loving person. These are all mostly outgoing people. Then when people are less prone to meeting people who come in the conservative types, that is who think a lot. They are called as melancholy. They are more into your science, and they are very organized kind of people. And one is they are very shy kind of people. So these four kind of personalities even in your classes also. And then you have a dominant personality. Either you can be any of the four can be a dominant personality, and you'll have a secondary personality. They all have their pros and cons. uh, you are neither right in any, you are just born like that, right? There was a couple who used to feel that their child is very shy, he doesn't talk to people, and they are always sitting in a corner. So they used to feel what's wrong with the child. Is he, like brain problem? They showed him to psychiatrist and everything. There was no issue with him. It was just that they didn't understand the child's personality because he was a melancholy. He was more into the physics and science. So he grew up to be a scientist. And if you notice, most of the scientists don't like to talk to people, right? So you have to understand that first. Then once you understand the personality of yourself, then you can easily, figure out what the other person's personality is. So if a person is always making fun of others, he's mostly an outgoing person, and he tends to not care what the other person feels. So they laugh on it, but you feel bad because you are some other personality. But then when you understand that yes, he's the outgoing personality, so that's how you mold yourself, and then you try to tell him, boss, this is not right. You should behave like this. I might have felt bad, but don't know about others. So you must read this book, Personality Plus. You can get it on Amazon and all that. So these are the two basic books that first you should read. And then when you also understand your personality, you also understand your negative. That okay, if I'm not talking to somebody, or um, like say most of the people who are very strong, outgoing, they try to tell I am correct, I am right, I don't need to learn anything else. What will you teach me? So that is not the person's fault. It's because how he's been growing and how his personality is. Maybe he's making 100 crores, but he doesn't take suggestion. Next day is going to be a problem. So that's how all the big industries work, right? They take all the collective suggestions. That's why they say you must have a brainstorming session every week or every month with your mentor. Generally, it's a weekly basis nowadays, where you brainstorm and say that what we can do. So you take a lot of suggestions. That's why all the big companies are now into suggestions. Nokia failed because they were not ready to change. Kodak failed because they are not ready to change. And what about our company? That is us. So if you are not ready to change, you cannot keep crying over the past. So firstly, just focus on that. And the health part is obviously very easy. Stop eating junk food. Most of us are now always into junk food and not ready to eat dal also. So you must start looking into good food, good fooding habits, which will give you good vitamins, good protein, and as well as exercise. Like I said, it's very important to exercise because once you exercise, all your blood cells and everything opens up. Otherwise, most of the times, what happens is that our blood is so clotted that our heart doesn't function properly, brain doesn't function properly. What do you expect? Negativity will always be there. And the pollution, thanks to the COVID situation, is now a bit less. But if you see also the pollution is very high levels in Bangalore and metro cities, even in Lucknow also now. So you should just look and just exercise well. Then if you do all of these, I think your financials will work. So sit with the person whom you think is a good coach, is a good mentor, who will guide you. And there are a lot of people who are practically doing it. And keep a one more thing is that keep a base between what you say inspiration and motivation. You have a lot of motivational speakers, but then you can't be a motivational speaker. You have to have someone who's inspiring you, and the person who's doing that work to achieve that, you should get more in touch with them also. Motivation is one part, but like a motivation without a goal is nothing. You're just on the highway. You're not going anywhere. Yes, Vikas. I think, does that answer your question?
Yeah, it was good. Thanks, Leon.
Yeah, because let me thank you, Leon. Because let me add my perspective. I think let me draw a example from our common lives. It is like spam coming into inbox. We have to identify what is the spam, and then put it in the junk folder and mark it spam for future also. So I think that is how we should treat negativity coming from anywhere in our life, because we have very limited thinking faculty, and we should use that for positivity than negativity. So if it is using my mind space, I should just throw it in the spam basket drawer.
Absolutely. Those were the golden words. Thank you.
Any other questions? I think that's it. Yeah? Guys, with you, any questions?
No, thank you. That was all.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Leon,
Thank you, sir. Really pleasure.
for a
seeing
nice,
you all and
crisp
talking to you.
session. And you have touched almost all spheres of life in this topic. I would want to wish you all the best. And I pray that some of us would probably try to change our attitude, at least start making an effort. Yeah. Thanks a lot.